What's up, guys? So there's a very interesting article that I just got done reading, and it talks about the death of the mega hit, like as a product, right? Like talks about the diminishing factor or trend of hits being as big, as massive as they used to be. I mean, even going back like, 10, 15 years ago, but now they can measure it a lot better because of streaming data. So let's sort of break down what they're talking about, and is it really true? Is the mega hit, or the ability to produce one song that just saturates the market on such a scale that it has so massive numbers as it used to, is that still possible, or is it not? And if it's not, if the trend is going the other direction where there's not as many mega hits, even though streaming numbers overall keep going up every single year, what is going on with the trend? So I'm going to give you a couple of my findings from the data that we see within our own client base, and then also what this article is talking about, and some, I'll give you my 2 cents on what I think is going to be going on in the future and things like that. So let's get into it. What's going on, guys? My name is Matej. Another day from Music Biz Daily. If you wait till the end of this video, I'll tell you what me and my team have going on for this month, and also how we can help you potentially take your career to the next level. But until then, let me stay focused on this particular article, the death of the mega hit. So let's get into it. What they found is that in the 2021 first half, right? So we're now in July. So basically they had the entire from January 1st to 180 days into 2021. They've been able to run the numbers. And the biggest hit was Olivia Rodrigo's song and for this year. And the first 180-day number was 460.2 million streams cumulative through all the different platforms, right? That is not as big as some of the other hits in the recent past. For example, in 2020, biggest song of the year was Roddy Ricch, The Box, at 728.8 million streams in the first 180 days of the song being out. Then also in 2020, the other next big hit was Life is Good with Drake featuring Future, or Drake and Future together. That was 476.2 million streams on that particular song. In 2019, we had Lil Nas X with Old Town Road. That was 596.1 million streams cumulative across the board. In 2018, we had Drake's God's Plan with 655 million. In 2017, it was actually smaller with Shape of You, right? So the data, if you go from 2017 to 2021, it's like 2015 was lower. The massive hits happened to be in 2020 during COVID year, just like one big hit singles, but then in 2021, it's fallen off. But that's not the full picture. They looked at looking at these hits relative to how much streaming overall has increased since 2015, meaning total population of all the people on this planet, or maybe this was done in the US, I don't know. But either way, they looked at the entire streaming population from 2015, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, how it's been increasing, and the percentage of the mega hit on that entire population. So that trend has been going down every single year after year. And first they thought that, it was COVID that presented obviously an extreme year for many different reasons, but also in streaming, whether or not the big hit was gonna recover itself to sort of become the thing again, or it was gonna continue to fall off. But it turns out that when they looked at the broader data, especially 2021 kind of confirming it, is that it's going down overall. If they compare it to the data from before streaming, like 2013 and below, when streaming wasn't as popular, that same thing, obviously because of MP3s and things like that, was also showing very similar numbers, that the one song mega hit was sort of slightly diminishing over time. And I think that's for multiple reasons. First of all, the music game is super, super saturated. It's one of the most saturated, industries there is when it comes to entertainment. And there's more and more musicians getting online every single year. There's more and more tracks being uploaded to, let's just go with Spotify. Spotify has released data. This was months ago. I made the video on this. There were about 60,000 tracks were being uploaded every single day, right? And that's going to increase to about 90,000 tracks just in the next year and a half. Per day, we're talking, right? Obviously, if you guys remember that video, 90% of the songs never see the light of day. It was the top 10% of artists on Spotify that were earning 90% of all the revenue, and it was literally like the top 1% of, you know, major artists essentially that are earning majority of the revenue out of that 90%, if that makes sense. So the saturation is going to get bigger in this industry, and the mega hit is sort of going to go down because the population of human beings that are streaming or on this earth, I guess, is not growing as fast, or there's not as many new Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music, and whatever accounts being every day, as there are musicians coming into the marketplace, right? So the demand for music is not growing as fast as the supply of music, supply in the market with new tracks. So eventually what's gonna happen is gonna have to happen if, and especially if, you know, there's a lot of artists that are in my Indie Artist Accelerator or that are listening to solid, you know, people in the industry giving good advice and helping them grow their careers. There's gonna be more and more experienced artists with the business side of things, with marketing their brand, actually, you know, being able to build small, decent sized audiences of fans and things like that. And when you combine all those numbers, that means there's gonna be a lot more streaming consumed on the overall basis, but it's gonna be spread out across many, many more artists. So there's gonna be a less chance for that mega hit to really explode. Obviously, there's always gonna be mega hits when you compare the highest song of the year relative to all the other songs that were, you know, being streamed and things like that. But I think the trend is going the other way. It's going to equal, the playing field is going to equal out. There's going to be more and more songs streamed per artist because you have to have more songs these days to put out to saturate the market. But there's probably going to be less of a chance for that mega hit, period. So I'm just going to leave you with that data, just something to consider and something you guys as artists should really think about, because that's why you need to become business oriented, business knowledgeable, and pretty much you got to be a marketer in 2021 to be a musician as well, or you need to work with a reputable company like mine to really help you get your stuff to the next level, and that's not cheap. Let's be real about that. So we'll leave you with that. If you guys want to know how me and my team can help you through digital marketing or through teaching you the business and things like that, make sure you follow me on Instagram. Make sure you hit my link in my bio. When you do, specifically look at the Indie Artist Accelerator, because in there we talk about topics like these all the times and give you guys end-to-end blueprints of different strategies you can take as a musician, producer, DJ, label owner, audio engineer, studio owner, whatever, to get your brand and your business to the next level. Also, make sure you check me out weekly on Twitch on Monday nights with Clinton Sparks on his show called Win Big with Clinton Sparks. We got a segment called Music Biz Weekly. Talk about a lot of these things all the time. Great show to learn a lot of good information from. Also, I'm going to be in Atlanta on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of August, supporting one of our clients at a major tour that they're doing. So I'll be, you know, dropping some videos from there, giving you guys an idea of how, you know, the tour life really happens. I'm going to be in New York on August 11th for another live seminar in New York at ColorWorks before DJ Nuff and the Heavy Hitters do another round of interviews for the next coming month. And then next month we have my accountant coming on the accelerator doing a class on, you know, basically how to account for your expenses properly, taxes and things like that, depending on what role you're playing in the music industry. That's very important to understand. So stay tuned for that. If you follow me on YouTube, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification icon. Let me know what else you would like me to talk about in the comments below. And that way, if I respond to your comment or do a video on whatever you requested and you hit that notification icon, you'll get a notification that I drop the video for that particular topic. Also do that on Instagram. You can pretty much turn notifications on every platform if you feel like I deliver you guys a lot of value. But until then, as always, I'll see you all tomorrow for another day of Music Biz Weekly. Peace.